United We Roar has been a project for us to lead up to the story of Atlanta as a soccer city. We decided to carry the project through our supporter groups, through Atlanta United as a team. From there, we realized that we have to dig into the diversity of Atlanta as a city. And we could tell that story no better than through our music scene, through arts and culture in Atlanta. From reggaeton to hip hop to salsa dancing and the drum lines of our HBCUs, pulling all of that together and really pushing that out through a beautiful song with artists that are representing the fabric of Atlanta, artists that are really showcasing the diversity of our city. So with DJ EU, Calderoky, Joey, Butch VEGA, and Chunky, this is gonna be amazing.
How you guys doing in here?
I think it's looking good. I mean, I think we're gonna have a nice little grid backlight, nice. So we get a nice backlight, yep. And then trying to figure out what we're gonna use to key.
That's still gonna give us enough room for the projector.
But I think that's gonna give us. That's not like it shouldn't spill on the projector, so we'll do that. And then I think we may do another one of those or something, and just do a top light, down light
over the dance or just down light.
Yeah,
nice.
We're filming at various locations throughout the city, from Ponce City Market to Krog Tunnel, Soul Asylum Studios, the Swag Shop. All of these locations just really tell the story of what's happening in Atlanta, from our history to what's happening in our future, but also how that brings all of our music together and just the different sounds, the different look and feel, the different people in the city, and how we all come together to collaborate to create such an amazing piece as this.
Because these guys are going to be real tight on you guys for a lot of...
Even tighter? Oh, yeah.
We get a lot of that movement. And a lot of that motion.
We're cool.
Cool, love it. All right.
And anything that you need, if you need it like tighter, we can do it tighter. We just go smaller in our movements.
I like the big moves. I like a lot of motion and a lot of animation there. So yeah, it was looking good, looking great.
Yay!
All right. Nice job, guys.
That's a pretty cool space. We have, the dance rehearsal space over there, and then we have the white psych, which is where we're trying to set up. The challenge was there was nothing here when we get here as far as lighting, so we're having to do everything from scratch. We're going to do some things with the projector, see if that works. If that doesn't work, then we'll do some color washing on the walls or something just to make something pop. But, it's not going to stay this bright. It's going to get really dark and then moody, and we'll probably try hazing it up, see if that gives us some texture. All right, so here's what we're doing. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's gonna look cool, I hope so. We're taking some black wrap and we're putting it over our key light, and then we're gonna cut an A out of it, so that when it hits his glasses over here, you'll see the A in it.
All right, you guys ready?
Rolling?
Roll.
So we're trying to highlight what Atlanta really is in the musical scene, which is the hip hop capital of the world. We bring in trap elements, Latin horns.
808 sounds, the tribal drums, and then you go into a whole salsa part, and people can start dancing and then chanting.
Obviously, with the surge of reggaeton, Bad Bunny, Karol G, Faith, certain artists, that sound became contagious. Puerto Rico gave me the sabor, the flavor, but Atlanta made my sound.
Aquí tenemos pasión.
Good. Got it.
Nice.
You got me? All right.
The whole idea, like when I came up to them, I was like, yo, like I want to bring old Atlanta into what the new melting pot of Atlanta is. Like you see me uptown and groove rocking, and then you'll see me throwing reggaeton, and like it's just like that's really
It's just the more depth of Atlanta. It's not about, because when we start separating the music, we separate the people. Right. And Atlanta, we have to make them coincide with each other. Yeah. So we don't be like, oh, this the rap part, this the reggaeton part. No, we coincide.
That's what I wanted to show. That's what I want to show.
That's how
fucking
Atlanta
track.
do.
Yeah, and that's what Atlanta is right now. Remember the drum part? So that's where I want you to do like some ad-libs or some hype shit.
Or even
like some real like Atlanta shit.
Even talking, making a statement, you know?
Yeah, just picture yourself in the stadium, just hyping everyone up.
All right, Atlanta, united, we rise together. Atlanta, united, we fight forever. Atlanta, like that kind of vibe. I can see, you just got the freedom to be creative as an artist. I feel like the city compliments the artists a lot because we was the ones that put a lot of voice and notoriety on the city. And we had so many people that elevated from Atlanta, it made people more eager and interested in the atmosphere. It's like, dang, this atmosphere is creating stars.
Yeah.
What sounds is that?
Salsa.
Ooh, ooh, a trap salsa beat will go crazy. Ooh, I gotta get a trap salsa beat.
Oh, this shit is really setting the tone about what's about to be next out here.
5 strikes, 1 heart, 1 goal. From the south side, heat to the downtown lights. We bring the fire every match, every night. We roar together, we lobby and proud together, we strong together forever.
What makes the music scene unique here is it's really just rooted strictly and solely in creativity. One of the things that many people find odd about Atlanta music scene specifically is it's not a lot of like label offices or big business offices here. So oftentimes the artists are just working together freely and collaborating without so much of the business kind of getting in the way.
The more we got, the more we can be creative and move and
arrange and we can reproduce whatever we
Y'all got the beat, right? Y'all got the beat.
Who did the beat?
We're here.
You'll be in rooms with some of the biggest artists in the world with no managers and no label execs, and you're just creating freely. And I think that's what really, added to the magic that you see. Sometimes when business gets in the way, it can kind of ruin the creativity and the passion that we have for creating freely. And I think because of that, we became the epicenter and the mecca of music.
The difference between Atlanta United and any other sport in Georgia is controlled chaos. It's professionalism of, if that's even a word, of chaos. Like, if you ever seen chaos be professional, Atlanta United. Meaning it's yelling, it's just outrageously fun. I love it. I'm not even gonna lie, I love it.
Being someone that played a part of the early stages of Atlanta United and being able to welcome them and introduce soccer fans to hip hop culture, and I'm also introducing the hip hop culture to the excitement that is soccer. I think it oftentimes inspired a lot of the musicians because they want to create in their concerts have that same type of energy and raw. And I think that when you mix those two worlds, it's really just magical.
So I go to the home game and it was past 55,000 people yelling. And I'm like, whoa, is this the sport that united Atlanta? It made it the culture of Georgia. It literally looked like the United Nations inside of our dome. And oh man, I feel like soccer's just bringing the city together. You can go with your kids. You can go with your friends, you can go with your wife. To me, when I want to go somewhere like my colleagues or employees or anything of that nature, I'm going to a soccer game for sure, 100%.
I go to the games, it's like a hip hop reunion in these games. I done been there with Big Boy, Killer Mike, Waka Flocka, Metro Boomin, Lil Yachty. I've been there with everybody I know, Offset. So now you go to those games and it's just fun. We're all in there embracing it and vibing with the team. I mean, it's really reminiscent of his energy on stage. Like if you know Waka and if you've been around him, he's a big vibe, big energy, big personality, and I think it meshes so perfectly with the soccer team and with the energy inside those stadiums during those United games.
Krog Street Tunnel is Atlanta's ever-changing urban campus. And with all the activity here tonight, production in this limited space will take some patience.
This is what we call free game. So it's like a free game tunnel, so you can come and practice. Or a lot of people, you know, who are new that just want to like test their can, they'll come out here and test their skills. But because it's free game and a lot of what we call throwies, which is like pieces that you're just throwing up at the wall, the chances of it lasting is just up to the graffiti gods.
Oh, okay. So
You know?
there's not like this ultra respect for new art up here. It could be gone tomorrow.
Definitely.
Okay.
I've seen like really amazing portrait work, and I'm like, man, that looks so good. And then like the next day, it's tagged over. So it just depends on the people. Like some people will respect really high quality pieces, and then some people won't. But at the end of the day, this is like you can't have emotions in this tunnel. Like it's nobody's property. It's just the graffiti god. The thing that's beautiful about Atlanta is like people really respect graffiti and muralists here. They respect what we do. So I feel like when you're out here, you're working, people are gonna walk around you because they wanna see it, they love it. You know, there's not a lot of cities that would have a tunnel like this in a major area, especially this area, you know, Cabbagetown, while it is very cool, kind of hipster neighborhood, at the same time, these are like $1 million houses, you know? So you gotta think about it. Most neighborhoods that are like that with real estate, they would not want this near them, but here they own it. Like this is a part of the community.
And it's almost part of the fabric and the character of the community, right?
100%.
They love it and they embrace it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
My culture, you can tell, Latin culture, it influenced like by Atlanta, by the rest of the other Latin countries. Okay, so I am from Chile, which is like really far away from the rest of like what is the main Latin countries, you know, like Venezuela, Colombia, Nicaragua, El Salvador, all of that. So I think I have been influenced for those, like by those countries as well, like in my dance, in the salsa situation and all of that. So yeah, that's one thing I love about Atlanta, that you have so much diversity here, so many other countries, you get to interact with so many cultures, because even though people think that Latin is one culture, no, it's not. We are so many countries with different cultures, and I love that. Any boy in Chile knows how to play soccer. That's how it is. You might like it, you might not like it, but you know how to play it. Okay, so because of that, always footwork, like really fast, like doing a lot of things with the feet. That has influenced me a lot when I'm doing like, and now if I think like how soccer and is like mixed or not mixed, like similar to salsa, like you can see some like influence, some like little things that happen here and there that is like, oh, that could be a dance step. Maybe I can try that like in my dance. So yeah, definitely.
I think it's gonna have to be, may have to be two separate shots. What are you on? Sorry. Let's see. Let's go to the 2-4-1.
So can we catch him in the car from a camera shooting across as they come by?
Well, I think from the car, inside, like if I get in the passenger seat, and so as I'm going, I see his face, and then I can rack focus to the artist. I can rack focus to that. That's going to be better inside the car.
And then we'll play it. We'll play it the same way with one more pass with the Osmo on the hood, right?
Yeah.
The swag shop in downtown Atlanta. Perfect for the story. But the windows, mirrors, and daylight will all present challenges.
We down at the swag shop, man. Another one of my compadres, my boy Killer Mike. This is his spot, barbershop, man. A lot of us guys have just transitioned and doing businesses and stuff like that, other things, man. It's just been real dope, man. Atlanta's a real melting pot for Black entrepreneurs.
Love it. And you're wearing an Atlanta United shirt.
Atlanta United, baby. Yeah, man. I love Atlanta United games, man. They have a lot of energy. Me being a marketer, just going to the games and working with the Atlanta Falcons and trying to transition some of that stuff we see at the United games into what they do at the Falcons game, man. So it's really dope, man. Atlanta United has got a fan base that's out of this world.
Kind of cool to do a little transition with the chair when he turns from POV to into the mirror. Just use the spinning of the chair to transition.
Yeah, or something with the, just doing the cape and then lens wipes. Lens wipes.
Nasir, the little boy. Jasmine, if you want to put her in a chair. And then we also have Pastor Joy, who's coming. So I guess you could do 4 chairs if you want, but. And then if you want to put the little boy in one, Nasir.
Yeah. And let him spin out into his routine, right?
I mean, I just see everything being shot this direction and blown, the lights. With the lights coming in, it's going to be shining and, being nice golden. You're going to put a couple lights out there, and then I'll put a couple lights in, pop in the ceiling from back there to bring up the levels. And then maybe with Hollywood some stuff just for, kind of cool effect. And then we haze it a little bit. The question is power. We're looking back this direction. They're going to be in the first 2 chairs, and then there's going to be someone dancing. He can sing in the chair. We'll have him stand up singing to camera that way.
Yep.
And then I think we'll just pop a 500 up in the ceiling to bring the levels up.
Barbershop culture, man, it's just a real dope place, man. Me as a kid, I remember those days going to the barbershop and just learning how to become a young man, and transitioning into a man. My father took us to these barbershops, man. We had to walk through, shake all the barbers' hands, look them in the eyes. They tell you just stand up straight and all this stuff. We're like, man, who is this dude? You're not my dad. But at the end of the day, my dad's looking and saying, you better stand up straight. You better look right. You know what I mean? So it's just a real, you already know they say it takes a village. You know what I mean? And this is a real significant part of the village.
When you made the song, did you guys imagine it was going to blow up like this? Like it was going to take this whole production?
I mean, whenever you do music, you always have the hope of blowing up or something. So, it's just great to see this come and, with the amazing team you guys have.
When my mother was pregnant with me, she put little headphones to her belly, and I immediately was just moving around. So my parents kind of knew. They're like, yeah, she's going to be a dancer. This is my passion. This is why I'm on this earth.
I get inspired to do music just by watching other people around town. Sometimes I'll go to Ponce Market, or I'll walk the Beltline. I'll take my laptop and my headphones and just make beats just by people watching. Sometimes I'll get bogged down in the studio just sitting in front of a computer screen all day. So it's great to see the life around here in Atlanta and have that be the inspiration for the music. Yeah.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium, one of the best stadiums in the country, where DJ AU is dropping the track in front of a sellout crowd.
I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how the crowd reacts. We played it at the club for the first time, and we had a really great reaction. I'm really excited, really, really excited. I can't wait for the stadium and see how it shakes the stadium. I'm bringing in the boys, Calderoky and Butch VEGA, but then you have all the Atlanta United fans in the building. When we first started working on this track, the vision, everything, and how everything develops so easily, when something flows and it just flows perfectly, to me it's like, we gotta finish it with a bang. faithful, the true and faithful. You know?
We're at Ponce City Market and the rain has moved us all indoors. So we may have lost the element of surprise with our drumline in this very public space.
The history behind Ponce too is like, this used to be the hub for Sears.
Okay.
And Sears left, and I think the Atlanta city used it for office purposes.
Okay.
And then it was abandoned. When the project started about creating Ponce City Market, it is in the heart of what Midtown and Atlanta, and it's very center. And then you also have that belt line that goes right out of it, and like it connects the city. Like the belt line is connecting the city walkable or even on a bike or anything. And then you have so many flavors of food and culture. It's really, really dope place. And I love it.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah,
I mean, look at all this, all the old structure,
Yeah.
the steel beams and
There's,
rivets everywhere, right? I mean, it's
we
cool.
go around the corner, there's still one of the original parts from like Sears. So they kept the essence of what the building is.
All right, so here's my thought. We set up the drum line right here.
Yep.
We'll run through it about 4 or 5 times, or maybe even more. But if we think we have it before 6, then the last 2 times we'll get our rapper and we'll have them do their part in front. I think it works better if they're in front and have the drum line back. They're gonna do like just kind of a salsa type beat on there, just to keep tempo. Yeah, and then hopefully we just do 2 takes of that and we'll have it.
Yeah, and then I want to come back around and get our 3 original artists from behind, maybe them watching.
Yeah, like a monitor or something.
So that's their inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. So
Yeah.
they're watching this, getting the inspiration of it. Okay.
Yeah.
And again, I just want to go at it as many passes as I can with different lenses.
Absolutely.
I'll probably have Jamario with the Pixis camera, put a different lens on. I've got an 80 on that right now. I'll go a little wider. I think the first one's a rolling rehearsal for us.
Okay.
And then,
see where it falls, right?
Si a ti te gusta, imagínate a mí por la 285, escuchando a los amigos en Atlanta estamos unidos. Soy el 10 del equipo como Almirón, hacemos el gol. Somos bravos como Acuña tirando home run. Me te invito a la cancha, ya empezó este show. Como Atlanta no hay ninguna, it's yeah we roar. Oh.
And now, united we roar.
el pitch. Si a ti te gusta, imagínate a mí por la 285 escuchando a los amigos. En Atlanta estamos unidos. Soy el 10 del equipo como almidón. Hacemos el gol. Somos bravos como Acuña tirando home run. Me te invito a la cancha, ya empezó este show. Como Atlanta no hay ninguna, it's here we roar. Aquí no paramos hasta ganar, porque luchamos hasta el final. Una bulla que viene el mundial, donde está la fiesta. Gritamos el gol con el corazón, toda la pasión. Atlanta we roar. Gritamos el gol con el corazón, toda la pasión. Atlanta we roar.
Atlanta United. Other cities stay biting. Other cities be frightened. The 12th player ain't hiding. Hey, we don't care who like it. 50-50 we slide. Off the blank we grinding. Hey, at Waffle House we dying. Hey. Vivo sazón, aquí tenemos pasión, aquí tenemos latinos, caí preciso para el gol, mi gente prende el calor, Atlantic Station the punch, con tus pies en la silla, cualquiera siga que son.